Hey guys, today I bring to you a day where I went to the Shrewsbury Town Football Club, where I covered their day of action, which was put together by the EFL, the English Football League, in conjoinment with Shrewsbury Town and the community. And today they launched a programme that they put together in partnership with Shrewsbury Ark. They invited a few members of the homeless community as well as others. Not everybody there was homeless. In fact, there were people that the Ark have actually helped to move on, and eventually they're going to try and incorporate a few more members of that community into this. And basically what they were doing today is they were inviting these people along to the 4G pitches they've got at the stadium, so they can come and have a kick around. They can get the football, they can go out, spread their legs and enjoy themselves, have a bit of fun, make use of the showers. There was also a barber, complimentary barber, that was on there. I got to speak to him. Amongst others, I got to speak to Wendy from the Ark, Jamie, who's the CE of Shrewsbury Town community. I got to speak to Liam, who runs the media for them guys, Steve, who runs the events, and some other he helps run the facilities for them as well. Amongst other people, there was a footballer walking around. He was injured on Saturday, so he made use of some time to walk around and speak to people, take some photo opportunities, and that was Aaron Pierre. I couldn't grab him for an interview. He was only there for a short while, but there was some nice pictures taken with some of the community. I didn't want to get in any of the pictures. I got to explain actually that I just finished the night shift, and I got overwhelmed with tiredness as I turned up to where we were. So you're going to hear a lot of weird, groggy sort of audio that I put together because I'd hit record and then I'd hit this tiredness wall. So my usual charisma wasn't shining through. So these interviews are great because it illustrates what these guys are doing and the great impact they're having on the community. But I'm always critical about myself, but I'm also very honest with my audio that I put together as well. This episode is brought to you by our sponsors at Gin Different. They've got a great bar on the top of the market hall, and they've got a wide array of gins available, over 100 types of gin available, and they've got bottles of craft gins that you can't necessarily get at the supermarkets. So make sure you check them out. You can follow them on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, and go and see the bar. Go and have a drink. It's great. I want to say thank you to for being invited to this event. It's great to take part be a part of what's going on here, because it's beautiful to witness. It is liberating when someone's down in morale, down in mental health, and they face the barriers that the homeless community or people around that community face. When they get to go out and just have a bit of fun, all the weight's lifted off their shoulders just for a short while, and it was lovely to see that. So I was really privileged to be invited to that, so thanks for that. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to this audio. I hope you enjoy it. If any feedback, drop us an email. My email is shrewsburybiscuitpodcast@gmail.com, and why don't you check out our website too, which is www.theshrewsburybiscuitpodcast.co.uk. And on our website, designed by our friends at Web Orchard, you can listen to audio directly off the website without having to use Spotify or Podbean or wherever you get your podcasts from. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Hope you enjoy. Peace out, guys. Hello, how's it going? I'm stood right now with one of the organisers from the Shrewsbury Ark. If I can get the lady to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Wendy Faulkner, and I'm a manager at the Ark.
Yeah. And so what's going on here today then?
So we were approached by Shrewsbury Town in the community, and they wanted to do something specifically for people who are homeless.
Hello.
Hey, it's okay. Sorry.
Hello, Wendy. How are you?
Hiya.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Yeah, no, good. Not about being there, I mean, I'm quite glad to be here.
Yeah, look at the team. Don't they look
They look
fantastic?
amazing.
Yeah.
Can I recognise
Aren't
you?
they? Sorry.
No, you're
So we
okay.
were in the middle of an interview then.
It's
It's
okay.
She's
Thank God,
an
yeah, I
outreach
caught that.
worker.
Hello,
I
hello.
caught that.
And Dirk, don't mind me saying, but it's been 11 years, hasn't it, homeless, and you finally got your own home.
Certainly have, yeah.
Congratulations.
So,
Yeah.
How's that feel for you? Is it going well?
It's amazing, yeah. It's a hell of a difference. It gives you some life back. It's just you don't have a life on the streets. You're existing on the streets, hand to mouth, relying on strangers to give you money or food or whatever. And I tell you what, the kindness people do show to you, it does restore your faith in human nature. I tell you, they will bring you anything. I've seen people take the coat off the back they've just bought that day and give it to homeless people. You know, there's a lot of homeless out there that need help though, and you can only help so many at a time. So the more people that can get involved with, you know, look, Shrewsbury got involved with the Ark now as well, which is a good thing. But the more people we can get involved with the Ark and help us, the bigger we can get it to help all the people that need the help. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. It's always been my philosophy just to have a conversation with people that sat down there. I was chatting with some guy on Greyfriars Bridge the other day. He was like, "You've got a spare cigarette?" I was like, "Of course, man." We stood there talking about music and movies and stuff.
That's it, yeah. Some of us got lots of talent, like, and there's a lot of talented musicians on the streets, believe it or not.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we can turn to. I played harmonica for 11 years, I did. You know, and then I got banned because it was gathering crowds. So that was the idea, to gather a crowd to get some money to live on, you know.
Irony.
Yeah.
So how long were you out there for then?
11 years in total.
Yeah, just around Shrewsbury or?
Yeah, just Shrewsbury, yeah.
Shrewsbury. And going from all that time being out there to being in your own place, how's that been for you? Has it been good, comfortable, scary?
It's been a bit scary, yeah, a bit, because you don't know, after 11 years, you don't know how you pay bills, where you pay bills, you know nothing about bank accounts. You had to have a bank account and stuff these days. You don't know a lot of stuff that you should know, that I would have known had I lived in a house, you know. And I feel pretty stupid, and I'm not a stupid man, and I know it, but it's made me feel really stupid that I've had to turn to other people to help me dig me out of the mess I'm in right now.
There's nothing wrong with asking for help. We all have to ask.
I know, but I wasn't brought up that way. I was brought up it is wrong to ask for help. You know, you get on with it and do it yourself, you know.
But you also help other people as well, don't you?
Oh, massively, yeah. Yeah.
And how important is it? Sorry, the wind's ruining my. That's right. How important is it for events like this to be put together by a local community?
I think it's crucial because everybody is part of the community. Everybody deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. They are people. We're all people. We're all the same. Nobody is any different. And this is just giving them the opportunity to build that confidence, get back into the swing of things. You've seen the lads today. They're really enjoying it, you know, kicking the ball. And they are good football players.
They're blasting that ball. They're really enjoying just getting
One went right over the fence before.
Oh, God. It's gone. So what we're looking at now is some of the guys from the Ark that use the Ark are now in Shrewsbury colours, kicking the ball around, and they're going to be giving like free haircuts and things today as well.
They are. We also provide free haircuts at the Ark as well, but obviously this is great, you know, to continue with this. The numbers are going to build over the next few weeks. Like I said earlier, some of the gents that access the Ark were quite nervous of coming to the actual launch, because they knew media would want to be involved, and they said no, they can't come today, but they will come over the next few weeks. So they're really looking forward to it. They're all really looking forward to it. So.
If I was going to be honest, I was anxious about coming today because I didn't like. It's same with the floods. I always say with the floods, I didn't want to walk up and shove a mic in someone's face and go, "How's your life been ruined?" You know,
exactly.
And it's the same with the homeless guys. But what we did do when we did work with the Ark, when we first started as a show, is we went and we did a couple of great interviews upstairs in that office, that small office. That was so funny. And then I just sat down for a couple of hours in the room downstairs and just spoke to people, because sometimes that's what it needs, right?
And that's what I keep inviting people in. Just pop in for a cup of coffee when you're passing. Just walk in off the street, say hello. You know, come and join us for a cup of coffee. You know, get to know people.
Yeah. Well, look, thank you so much for talking to me. I hope today goes well. How often are these going to be put?
I think it's weekly, but I can't remember. I think it is weekly.
It's weekly, okay.
But double check. It'll be fortnightly if it is weekly, but it will be on a regular basis, so it will be continuing.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to kill this audio because the wind's doing it for me anyway. It's just that's all I can hear in my ear. It's fantastic. Thank you for chatting to me. Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm sat here with Jamie Edwards, right?
Yep, Jamie Edwards.
And you're the chief exec of what's going on at STIC, right? Shrewsbury Town Community.
Yeah. So Shrewsbury Town Community Chief Executive. So we deliver 36 different projects across the county, everything ranging from 4-year-olds all the way up to 94-year-olds at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. I mean, we've been wanting to work with you guys for a while, give you a bit of a voice about what's going on, because I think it's brilliant what you guys are doing for the community. I mean, I was having a peruse on your website earlier. The amount of work you guys have put in across the community, never mind the money, I mean, but that's still quite a big figure. Was it 2.8 million or something you guys have?
We've invested, that's over the last 10 years. Actually, this year, I think this month is the second year in a row that we'll invest over £1 million in a year within Shropshire through our various different projects. So projects that you see here today, the Extra Time Hub, a new project that we're engaging with the homeless, is all going towards trying to make Shropshire a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I mean, today we've got the Extra Time Hub. What is that? Explain what that is.
So the Extra Time Hub is Sport England funded through the English Football League Trust as well. It's a project that 12 other football clubs are running across the country. It's aimed at engaging in over 55-year-olds to make sure that they're not socially isolated and have a place that they can come to exercise, basically.
That's fantastic. I love that. Nothing about that sounds bad at all. I love that. It's so good. But today we're here I would love to come here and just sit with these guys, because I think it's fantastic what you guys are doing. But today is the launch of the Day of Action, which the EFL has put together. Can we explain what that is?
Yeah, so the EFL Day of Action is something, again, that the EFL Trust run. 92 clubs across the country have a CCO, which is a club community organisation, and today we will be showcasing our work. So from here in Shrewsbury, there'll be somebody doing the same thing at Sunderland, and there'll be somebody at Southend doing the same sort of thing. Not the same project, but all showing basically the power of what a football club can have in its own community.
Yeah, sort of how you reach out to the community and how you better them, I guess. Yeah.
So the club have a duty to its own community. Obviously, we're asking the community to support the football club, and the more people that we can get coming into the football stadium supporting the club will help us hopefully continue to go through the leagues and get as high as possible. But with that, you've obviously got a duty to make sure that the community that you're within, or the football club with is in, is we're having a positive effect on. So that might be by taking footballers out and motivational talks with students, or it might be, like I said, putting on a session that brings 30 to 40 elderly people together to have a cup of tea and coffee and not sit at home on their own. There's loads of different ways that we can support the community still, even with all the projects that we do, and we want to do so much more.
I've just been speaking to Wendy outside from the Ark.
Yeah.
They must have been over the moon when you guys approached them, right?
Yeah. I think an idea that came initially from myself, and then the facilities manager Steve Burnside has worked really hard to make it happen. I felt a little bit guilty because every Christmas, and you see it all over the country, both football clubs and businesses want to get involved with Shrewsbury Ark, Shrewsbury Children's Hospital, the Children's Ward, anything that, we should give back a little bit at Christmas. Well, it's sort of every year we do that, and then you think, well, actually there's 364 other days of the year that we should be doing something. So this is the start of a project that hopefully will be a weekly session that will not only give these guys that are struggling a little bit the chance to come and play football. Today that you can see there's a barber here so they can get a haircut. As we go through the year, and we've got a fundraising event to hopefully fund this, we want to include an employability session. We want to include a possibility of them taking their FA coaching courses so they can actually if they can become more employable, then hopefully that will be the key to them not being homeless. So there's a step-by-step stage with this, and like I said, how we're going to fund it is hopefully the sleep out as well. So we're asking again the community that come and support us on a match day to come and sleep rough at the stadium for a night, experience what it's like for somebody homeless, but know that the money that they're going to they're going to pay to actually be able to sleep in the stadium will actually go to funding this project and take it to the next level.
I did hear about this. Me and Team Biscuit were very much like, "Ooh, we need to do this." How's the feedback been for that? Has there been a lot of reaction to that?
We've only just launched it, so the Sleep Out has been running for 2 or 3 years now, and it's worked really well. I've done it for 2 out of those 3 years, and you do realise at first it's a good laugh. Oh yeah, it'd be nice sleeping outside.
Until it gets about 2 o'clock. I did one in Telford.
2-3 o'clock in the morning, the realisation sits in that you're sleeping on concrete, you've got some cardboard and you've got a sleeping bag, and if it starts to rain, you've got nothing, you've got no food, you've got nothing. We're trying to jazz it up a little bit this year, so there's 2 things we're doing. One, it always used to get aimed at businesses or organisations, and we just thought, well, actually, it's a great thing. I've got a 3.5-year-old at home. I'd love him to learn that not everybody sleeps under a roof every night. It's not as nice as what he has it, and I'm sure other families and mothers and fathers would love to be able to do that. And the other one we want to do, and we should probably be doing it this week with coronavirus going around and rationing in the supermarket, is see who can live with just £10 from the Monday to the Thursday. We'll sleep rough on the Thursday night, but on Monday you get given £10 and you've got to eat for 4 days on £10, no frills, nothing else, no going to out for lunch or out for tea or anything like that. No Mackies, no chocolate bars when you go to the service station to fill up with fuel, whatever it is, and really test yourself to say, I can go and sleep rough for the night and I'm going to go and probably have a breakfast afterwards, but it's every night for some of these people. So to try and really recreate it and create some more awareness around it.
Empathy, isn't it?
And it's hard for the Ark, and the Ark obviously need funding as well to continue doing the great work that they do. But you're told not to give money to homeless people because you can't tell where it's actually going to go. So to make sure that funding is going in the right place. Yes, you want to help them, but again, and anybody who does any fundraising, one of my bugbears and where we need to be better as a charity is if somebody gives us a donation, we can tell them exactly where it's going to go and how it's going to be used, and they can physically see it. Some of these charities are great, but if you just donate a tenner, do you know where that tenner has gone? Every charity, we're a charity, every charity is struggling and always wants more funding. We're taking more and more of the key services that councils used to provide that can't afford it, and the voluntary and community sector are having to try and bridge that gap. But ultimately, if the local councils can't run it with the funding that they had, then how is the voluntary and community sector going to do it? So that's why our fundraising events and engaging with people that can afford to get some fundraising going is really, really important.
We love what you guys are doing. I think it's really important. I'm so glad we've finally been able to talk, because I think it was around Christmas we were talking and communication got broken down. But well done, man. This is amazing, and I really do hope it goes very well. And maybe after this has been going for a while, because you say it's weekly, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get you in the studio and find out how it's going. You know?
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to. I think the more that we can keep talking about the homeless project that we're doing, and all our other projects, it's one of our bugbears is not many people know what we do. I think people remember us. We've been going 25 years, over 10 years as a charity, but before that it started as football in the community. I think people still think all we offer is football coaching to children, and we do, as you can see, we do so much more than that.
Thank you so much for talking to me, and I hope that we can do this again.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much.
Hello, how's it going? I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Alex. I'm from the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. Can I get you to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name's Steve. I'm the Events and Facilities Manager at Shrewsbury Town and the community. So obviously making sure that the facilities are fit for purpose and that the local public can come and use those facilities at an affordable cost. And then we look at events as well, so fundraising events, how the local community can get involved with the charity, and how we can hopefully raise some money to put these sessions on for those that need it.
So how much responsibility falls to you then to put things together like this, for example? Is it up to you to go and use your initiative and find things?
So it's very much a team effort from everybody at the community. So we have a look at our local area and right across Shropshire. We have a look at kind of what we think the community needs, or kind of what the gaps are in offering at the moment, and then we come together as a team. We base our ideas on 5 main strands, and then from that chat and from that gathering, we look to put together initiatives that will really help the community.
What's your favourite thing about what you do personally for Shrewsbury Town, the community?
So it probably sounds a little bit cliche, but obviously when you're helping people in need, there is that satisfaction, if you like, that personal satisfaction for being able to help those that need it the most.
That's really good. And today is the launch of a day of action. I've just finished a night shift. My head is like scrambled egg. How do you think it's gone today?
Yeah, so I think it's gone really well. Obviously, it's always hard to gauge numbers for the first day, especially with those that are currently homeless or living without accommodation. But to have 5 or 6 here that are kind of kicking a ball about, that they're smiling, they're diving about, they're putting balls in the top corner, it's great to see, and hopefully we can build on that now and obviously increase the numbers going forward.
There's something really special, even as an adult, as putting a football kit on and getting out on a 4G pitch and just smashing a ball at a goal. It must be quite liberating for those guys.
Yeah, as you say, obviously football's fantastic, and sport in general. It brings people together, and children of all ages, adults of all ages, nice and easy, put on a pair of boots or a pair of trainers, get a ball out with some friends and just have a bit of a ping, really. It's nice and simple, but it's one of those things that people do right from when they're little kids all the way growing up, and continue it right throughout their life, so it's great.
It's a passion, baby. It's a passion. Thank you very much for chatting to me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers. Hello, how's it going? I'm Alex. I'm from the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast, and today I'm going to be walking around and getting a feel for what's going on today. Can I ask you to just introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Ollie, and I OT's Barbery in Shrewsbury, above Exercise for Less. And yeah.
So you're the barber here today. I did explain earlier that about what's going on today, and that these chaps that are out here, and ladies, I did see a couple of ladies, are going to be given a complimentary sort of haircut and things like that. How does it feel to be a part of a project like this?
Nothing but good, really. I mean, the fact that we're bringing all different areas of the community together today, showing support and making them feel a part of everything else that we do. Being able to provide a cut as well to some of the...
Have you been busy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, very busy.
No, that's good, that's brilliant. Well done for being a part of today, because I think it really is important, as a business owner yourself, to go out there and do something for the community around you. We see it everywhere in Shrewsbury nowadays. There's so much going on in the streets, so many people out there. So it must feel liberating for you to be able to do something about it.
Yeah, it is. No, it is really good. Obviously, a lot of it's quite negative that we're hearing about. Not much nice things, we hear on the news and stuff. So it is really good to be part of it and to feel good that we're providing something more for them.
Yeah, because you think about it. So you're above Exercise for Less. You're around people that really care about their image, and I don't think that dies whether you're a gym nut, whether you're a businessman, whether you. So imagine I could just put myself in their shoes, that was sat there feeling grubby, So to give that person their personality back, it's something huge, So I applaud you.
No, I totally agree. So when people come in and have a haircut, it's some people do sit there and they're a bit quiet, but some people it gives them a chance to talk about their lives, any troubles they're having, and for us we can listen, advice, whatever we can offer, really. So it is good. It's more than just a haircut for them.
Well, fantastic. Thank you for chatting to me. Hope it goes well today.
Cheers. Thank you, mate.
What did I do then? I don't know what I did. Okay, so I'm talking to a guy that greeted me as I came through the door, Liam. And what's your role again, Liam?
So I'm the Media and Communications Officer here at Shrewsbury Town, the community.
So possibly somebody I was speaking to on Gmail a while ago. We were supposed to do something with you guys, but I think we got caught up with Christmas and blah, 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 blah. And finally we're here. So thank you for letting us be here today.
Yeah, no problem. It's really exciting to sort of have yourselves in, obviously, podcasts in general. I listen to quite a lot of music podcasts and things like that, so I know it is sort of quite a good medium for getting stuff out there, especially one that's focused on the local community, because everything that we do is sort of based around getting everyone from the local area, from Shrewsbury, everyone in Shropshire involved in what we do. So yeah, happy to be on and talk to you.
Well, hopefully this can be a recurring thing, because I've just said there's going to be 5 different bits of audio of me going, I love what you do, because I think it's fantastic. And where did this idea come from to work with the Ark then?
So we went up at Christmas. So obviously every year we do the Christmas visits with the players, where obviously they go up and they sort of help out divvying out food, that sort of thing, with community engagement that football clubs tend to do around Christmas. And we got sort of speaking to Wendy at the Ark, and she was sort of saying to us, like, one of the things that the clients there always ask when they come in is, can we play football? Can we get involved in football in any way? So when she mentioned that, we obviously had a bit of a brainwave, and we thought, well, we've got the facility here, we've got the Mercedes-Benz Football Hub, which, at times it's quiet, obviously during the week, and what better way to sort of get that section community involved than to give them the opportunity to come and play football here. So we set it up for today, for the first session, just to give them the opportunity to come down and play a bit of football, get a bit of social time with each other, and it's been really good, I think.
I think football brings out a certain sort of camaraderie amongst people that you might not automatically get when you see people on the street or at work or at school or wherever it is. When you're on that football pitch and you're in a part of a team, something just happens. It's magic, right?
Yeah, so it's obviously the main reason why we're able to do what we do is because football does bring so many people together. So at Shrewsbury Town, the community, we don't just sort of cover football. It is so many other things, but it is all based around that core of football. So even when we're going into schools and doing things like sort of helping with bits of curriculum delivery around maths, we'll occasionally sort of get classes of children in, and they'll do things like calculate the area of the pitch. It's using football as a hook to get people in, and to help improve sort of all different areas of their lives.
When I always explain it as when I'm speaking to people, trying to break the ice and trying to get that conversation going. I'm a conversationalist. This is what I do. It's about finding the key to the door, right? That opens the lock. And for, like you said, for some kids, maybe dealing with autism, maybe depression, mental health issues, homeless guys. That's the hook, isn't it? The football thing. So yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. Like the sort of number of participants that I end up speaking to, obviously doing what I do, very similar to yourself, going and speaking to participants, finding out why they've got involved and everything like that. As soon as you mention football or anything about it, someone who before might have been sort of a little bit reserved, not really wanting to speak, straight away they come alive, and they can talk for days about it.
And what was it like this morning, seeing these guys rock up on the pitch with their shirts on? What was that like for you guys?
It's really good. It's one of those things that makes all the hard work that we put in really worth it, because it is hard work a lot of the time. So knowing that we're giving these opportunities to people that they wouldn't get otherwise, it is that sort of cliche to say, but like that sort of heartwarming feeling that it's really nice to be able to see them out there, and see them getting involved in what we do.
Well, I was just chatting to Jamie. I had to check his name because I just finished night shift. My head's killing. It's just done. It's gone. And he was saying that it was up to you guys to come up with this homelessness project. Like, a day of action was about going out in the community and doing something. There's nothing necessarily there as a guideline. So, what made you think Shrewsbury needed the help with the homeless? What was the point of that for you?
Obviously, I think when you sort of walk around the streets, you can see it is a growing problem around Shrewsbury. You see a lot of people on the streets, and any way that we can sort of help that, as at the end of the day, it's not a token gesture, but it is a really small thing in terms of what could be done. But it's a start, and it's similar. It's sort of the reason why we want to do things like the Sleep Out Challenge later this year. To obviously raise funds for us to be able to do a little bit more than it just being a football session for them. So we want to do things like get sort of external people, and maybe if they want it, offering sort of employability skills and things like that, and workshops, different things around that. But I think we've got to make sure that the key is it's making sure that it's what those people that are coming to the sessions want to do, and find out what it is that they want from us and how we can help them. Because I think a lot of times the danger is a lot of places sort of just go and say, oh, we're going to do this, this and this, without checking if that's actually what the participants want. So yeah, that's a key thing for us as well.
I know it's Wendy that's dealt with it with the Ark, but what were the participants like in getting involved? Were they enthused about it? Or was there a bit of encouragement to be had?
I think originally don't know whether sceptical's the right word or not. I know one of my colleagues, Steve, went on last Friday to sort of explain how it was all going to work to them. Just because I think they were a little bit sceptical, like, you know, are you just doing this to get a media buzz or whatever, that sort of thing. But I think Steve going and explained to them what we were trying to do and what the sort of aims of putting this session on were. I think they did get on board a lot more with it, and you only had to see him sort of coming in today. The clients from the Shrewsbury Ark have been coming in. They've been sort of, you know, saying hi to everyone. They've been really happy to be here. Obviously, getting involved, speaking to Aaron Pierre, and different bits like that. That it does seem like they are really happy to come and sort of become a part of this community.
And I think one of the most important questions I can ask is, how can people get involved to help?
So we've got a range of ways to get involved. From whether you want to come and volunteer with us, we always look for different volunteers, because obviously, you know, we haven't got an unlimited pot of money that we can spend on employing coaches and things like that. So even if it's only for an hour a week, you can, you know, send an email to I believe it's admin@shrewsburytowncommunity.com. If you email that saying that you want to get involved and volunteer, we'll, you know, try and find the best sort of session or way for you to help out. But also, if you want to do a little bit more and just sort of raise a bit of money and challenge yourself at the same time, we have got these events that go on all throughout the year. So coming up, we've got Pedal to Peterborough at the end of April. So there we're going to have a few participants who are going to be cycling from the Montgomery Waters Meadow to Peterborough for the game. So they're doing it within 2 days. But it's different sort of challenge events like that. If that sounds a little bit too strenuous, we have got easier ones as well, such as the Sleep Out, which will be raising money for Shrewsbury Ark and the homelessness project that we've got here, and that is simply just sleeping out in the stadium for a night.
I said that I want to get Team Biscuit involved with this, but what do people have to do to take part in the Sleep Out?
Sorry, say that again.
What do people have to do to take part in the Sleep Out? Is it about raising a certain amount of money, or can you?
Literally, I've got a sign-up fee, and obviously then it's all fundraising. So if you go onto our website, onto fundraising events, there's sign-up links all on there where you can come and get involved. And this year we really are trying to push it open out to families, and businesses, schools, anyone who wants to come and take part. It's on a Friday night, so you haven't got the issue of having to go into work the next morning. So, you know, everyone can come and get involved, and in an ideal situation, we'd end up filling that stadium up with people.
Sounds amazing. We'll be there. We'll absolutely be there. You are brilliant, and I'd love to get you on again sometimes. Thank you so much for chatting to me. And I'm sorry I've been a bit this morning. I'm not usually like this. I'm so tired, but I really want to be involved today, so I'm kind of pushing my way through it. So thank you very much for chatting to me.
Yeah, no problem there. Thanks very much for coming. And like I say, anything we can do to get more people involved, we're always going to be keen for. So thanks.
Thank you very much. Cheers. I'll first of all introduce myself. I'm Alex. I'm from the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast.
Okay.
Can I get you to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Kate, and I am the health activator for Shrewsbury Town in the community.
What's that? What's that do?
Well, the charity has so many different strands. So there's like the part that go into schools, and there's the soccer schools. Yeah, so there's loads of different parts. The charity's got lots of different facets, but one of them is health, and so I look after that. So basically it's health facilitation for anyone out in the community who might need support and isn't a normal gym user. So we try and focus on 4 main areas at the minute, which is active ageing, so our older adults, alcohol and addiction and substance abuse, childhood obesity, and the last one is kick cancer, so helping with cancer rehab, amongst others.
That's a broad spectrum.
And mental health, I forget about mental health as well. Yeah, so those are the things we aim to look at every year. They don't run all the time. Our older adult work runs all the time. We've got 2 sessions a week now. The Tuesday session just started today. And
great.
Yeah, it's good. So that's from around 10 o'clock till 12 o'clock on a Tuesday and Thursday up at the stadium. Older adults come in, and it's kind of a social group, and we try and sneakily get some physical activity in there. So a lot of tea and biscuits. We do some like seated exercise inside, but we also really encourage people to get outside, walking football, walking cricket, walking hockey, bowls, golf, anything, go for a walk. We just try and get everyone to be a little bit physically active and break down isolation. So they're coming in, having a chat, making some friends. And
Yeah, how's it been? I mean, have they enjoyed being around other people and getting out today? Has there been a lot of enthusiasm?
I mean, every single person's got a story to tell, and it really impacts different people in so many different ways. I'm sure one of my members won't mind me saying that his wife passed away last year, and so for him, this has been life changing. It really has changed everything for him, where his house is no longer somewhere that is a comfortable place for him to be. And people do get a bit more isolated as we age. We do stop socialising just as much. It's not as easy to get out and about. And I think people don't realise how quickly you can turn into being a little bit lonely. And
a bit of a hermit. I mean, it's happened to me before, and it does happen to people on a day-to-day.
It really does, and it's insidious. It just creeps in without you noticing, and before you know it, you've not spoken to anyone in 3 days. Yeah. And that's where this comes in. There's so many older adult groups out there to Age UK are fantastic. They'll push loads of different groups, and we are just one of them up at the stadium. And yeah, it's really nice. The people who come, they would all say it's had a positive impact on them, I think.
Fantastic. If somebody was listening to this that had someone that they thought would benefit from this, how could they get in touch with you guys?
Oh, email me, please. You can email me directly. I'd love that. My name's Kate, so it's Kate, and then dot my surname, Lindley, Lindley, at shrewsburytowninthecommunity.com, and I'm sure you could put it somewhere with your podcast.
I will edit it. I'm going to be editing this tonight. I'll find a way to write it down, don't worry. Thank you so much for talking to me.
That's all right.
And, hopefully we'll meet again, because the Biscuit and STIC are going to work together, I think. So
wicked. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Thank you for chatting to me.
Thank you.
Cheers. There we have it. There was a coverage of a day of action which was put together by Shrewsbury Town, the community, and the English Football League. But Shrewsbury Town, the community, as a standalone thing, are doing amazing things for the town. So it was a real honour to be invited and to be, get the opportunity to walk around and mingle and talk and introduce ourselves to them, because I love what they're doing, and I feel like we can work together in the future. Absolutely. So thank you to everybody that spoke to me, and thanks for the invite. It was really good. And if you guys want to get involved, go to www.shrewsburytowninthecommunity.com, and you can find ways in which you can help them. And if you want to check out our website as well, which is where you can listen to our audio without the hassle of going to an app like Spotify or Podbean. Our website is www.theshrewsburybiscuitpodcast.co.uk. And that's put together by our friends at Web Orchard. I'm going to leave you now, and hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace out.